to even appear beside your shining example of gnomeness.
All right, I'm starting my stream.
Yes, get the compliments out of the way now, so that way I can suck just fine.
It's 9:01. We're late.
Oh no!
Oh, it's already
Late.
started. It's already started.
9:01. We've already
So,
begun.
since the last game, all I can think about is the fact that there's a place on this map called Orlsbarg, and I'm like, we can never go there, guys. We cannot go there.
That's
Otisburg.
fine.
It's just a little place, boss. Otisburg. I'll just take it off, boss. Otisburg.
Orlsburg, Oral, after the name of the god whose person we just killed.
All right, I need new music.
I didn't kill nothing.
I don't know if we should just.
Here, fucker, we all killed her together.
I'm not chaotic evil.
Welcome to Wednesday Night D&D, where we talk about murder.
I don't know. It's only murder if it's. Yeah, okay, you know, I'm not gonna parse terms today.
I have to. I feel like I did not say murder. I feel like I said killed.
Yes.
If I did say murder, though, I mean murder is acceptable.
Your
is
Honor,
justified.
I'm just a small town city lawyer, but
Like, I could do that if you want, but
is
I
it
don't.
truly murder if you kill another person in cold blood?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Is it truly murder if you kill them till they're dead?
I mean, yes. That's the definition of murder. Otherwise, it's just attempted.
What do we call this show?
I don't know. It keeps changing or not
It
changing.
hasn't changed.
No.
Hasn't changed. Still D&D.
Dead ice.
Yeah. Let's just go with Dead Ice. That's what
It's
we're
a
gonna
great
be
name.
by the
It's
end
a-
of this
it's a-
one.
It's a great name.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
Dead
it's gonna
Ice
be a
Crew?
real short-lived.
Dead ice.
Dead Ice Crew.
Dead ice cream.
I got some Tiger Tail ice cream in the other room. Can't wait to get it.
Steve, look at this. See my regular dice? See my new dice.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I
chalky
got-
boys, I see.
I got some big dice.
These are heavy. They come in a wooden box.
What brand is that?
I don't remember. My wife threw away the box.
Did you just get them?
Yeah.
Can I make myself
Like-
disappear? No.
Like from a local store, or did they like get
Amazon.
shipped?
Why am I
Nice,
still
nice.
playing as though we're not live?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey, y'all.
The
You
new
have two
viewer
viewers.
I brought to the channel is very confused right now. I'm sure.
We're confused
yeah.
always.
This is Dungeons and
Yeah.
Dragons. This is Dungeons and Dragons is actually just hanging out with your friends, even though I don't know any of these people.
You know me.
I did.
Oh,
Hey,
great.
hey,
There goes my background
hey.
again. That's awesome. Wow. All right.
I do truly enjoy.
Steve, I love
the,
when you put a mountain behind you because it looks like you're in some sort of weird battle mech suit.
Yeah, I
you
like
have
it.
This.
See, all I can see is Lauren Harris. That's all I see over and over again.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I like to
I don't
add
know
the
who that
Canadian
is.
content.
I was gonna say good CanCon. Like we got a
Yeah, we
range
need
of
that.
people from Southern Ontario. Like we're ready to go.
Meh.
I have the sled dog server that I help run.
That's Minecraft. Get out of here.
I turned
Minecraft.
on a couple of people to watching Justin Trudeau's daily address. And so there are a few Canadians and also a few Americans who now watch his daily address who have
Well,
talked about it.
It's amazing because moistly.
That was so funny.
It's
He's
just so
human,
great.
you guys. Leave him alone. He's
Well, I
just
loved how
human.
immediately though he was like, "Oh God, that's
Why did I say that word?
yeah."
Well, I couldn't figure it out that I think that was his response. It wasn't like on the teleprompter, so it was like that was an honest response that he was just immediately like, oh no. Yeah.
Damn you, Zoom. Damn you.
I'm trying to find the
Just-
right
I
background.
just want to change an audio setting and I can't. 'cause
Oh
it's
God,
Zoom.
Eric.
Oh, I got it. Here we go. Okay.
All I see is blonde. Yeah.
Blonde.
And then
Oh, the
me.
Matrix. You're in the Matrix.
Listen, if this goes one more week and we're still in isolation, guys, I will stream this from my fucking couch.
Oh,
I
well,
will do this.
You're not on your couch now? I assumed you
No,
were.
I'm at my desktop.
This one works actually. Looks like I'm sitting in this BBC interview.
Oh yeah, yes, the small children.
Yeah, but isn't there a high likelihood of that actually happening in real life as well? Like,
Well, I'm pretty sure
They're asleep.
They're asleep.
They're asleep.
Wait, how about this
It'd be
one?
funny if another one shows up, you know.
That's true. I'm going full 80s here. Or even better.
Eric, that's dope. I found some. This is a great soundboard. I love it.
Mamma mia.
So just so I understand how it works, so all the sounds that you're playing through the Twitch channel, that also shows up on the Geeks with Kids side as well. Like I don't even know how many layers.
No, I have no control over that Twitch. Just mine.
Right, but Eric, what's being projected on the other side?
For me.
Oh, okay, all right. That's why I didn't understand. You had all these sound effects and background music and things.
All of this is just practice to make my home games of D&D better.
Oh, I see. That's fair.
You guys don't
That's
see,
fair.
right? You guys aren't, enjoying the minis and all that stuff. The minis I haven't finished painting yet.
I want
I'm
a
too
map.
cheap.
Give me a map.
too
I
cheap
want
to buy a
I want to
real-
play on a map.
Real Archon the Cruel, so I bought one that just looks like Archon the Cruel.
There's no better flexing than D&D flexing.
I bought this miniature like a year ago, and I never finished painting it. And the character's dead now. So, anyway, okay. The last time we played, you guys decided to get into a confrontation with a Frost Maiden of Oral who had rubbed you the wrong way, figuratively, not literally.
I mean, she did stop my body.
There was some rubbing.
There was her hands were rubbing together, but they did not touch you.
Didn't like it.
I don't like it. And so you guys decided that the best way to solve the problem was to murder her instead of doing whatever weird shit she was trying to get you to do.
She wanted our money or our fealty. We couldn't do that.
I don't make these I don't judge. I'm just the DM.
I'm just saying.
I'm just the I don't judge. I leave that up to the audience to judge you for your actions.
Audience, don't judge us too harshly.
Judge them harshly. They're in a harsh
Please.
climate.
I don't care.
I mean, there you go.
So now that you have the cold body of the Frost Maiden and you've stripped her of all of her nice shiny items, what do you plan to do with yourselves?
Didn't we put her in a ditch?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's
We
about
didn't.
right.
No, we.
put her against a
treated
tree.
her- we treated her body respectfully.
There are
Well,
definitely
I
no
did.
trees here.
I did
I don't-
too.
There was no trees.
I don't know what these guys did afterwards, but I finished the whatever half-assed
spell.
rites exist
Yeah.
for this type of thing. And we want to make sure she's well hidden and taken care of by the mountain snow, and that's the end of that.
Yeah.
So, and the storm's still going, so I have no idea what we're going to do now. But what is the situation with the storm?
If we had sardine oil, we could probably get a lion or tiger to eat her.
There's no
It doesn't matter. It's out of our hands at this point. I don't
reference
care.
acknowledged. No. Eric. No.
Hey, my cool cats. Cool cats.
Cats
cool
and
No.
kittens.
Cats and
I
kittens.
will shut this right fucking down. We are not doing
It's at night, right? So we know that. Is it more like just
Mhm.
wait for morning and caravan master will get moving the next day?
Is
if
it
the
is
storm's
it
down?
still snowing a lot?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it's still
Okay.
snowing. It's still heavy precipitation.
So there's a possibility that she will be covered by snow by the morning.
Yeah.
I'm more
She might
concerned
be
about
covered
her
by snow in the
disappearing.
next few minutes.
What about us, man? We're going to get covered in snow in the next few minutes.
I mean, we can just go back
We got a
inside.
new
We
fancy
can go back
wagon.
into the caves.
We do
Right.
have a new fancy wagon. We could push it into the the.
It's not a new
cavern.
wagon. The
It's
wagon's
not.
been part of the caravan this whole time.
But it's
Uh,
our
the,
new.
What's the time now?
No, the caravan master was
It's nighttime. I think it's between 10 o'clock and midnight, if I remember correctly, and I'm happy to be wrong. But anyways, everyone else is back in the caves.
Yeah.
We have done the deed. You have done the rites. We've made sure she's out of the way, so she's not going to be easily found by one of the caravan-y people,
Mm-hmm.
which would be disturbing and upsetting for them.
Mm-hmm.
You've done some clericy things,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, the way has been prepared. She is not our concern anymore.
yeah.
Should we take a long rest inside the
I
cavern?
would say yes.
We did technically do a long rest just before we went out and
You
did the
can't
murdering.
do 8 hours of rest and then like 10 seconds of combat and then 8 hours of rest.
I thought it was
Hey, it was
I've-
at least 16 seconds.
I've been trying that in real life and it doesn't really work. So
Yeah.
yes, I can't do that.
I
It
need
won't take.
I need
It
some
won't
health.
take.
Well, we can go back inside and we can do something. We should probably kind of look through her stuff. We kind of wrote it down last
Right.
time, but we didn't really look through it.
Yeah, that was a little rushed at the end there. So
Yeah, we just wrote it down. So this is what I have, and somebody else can probably correct me. She had 5 gold, 4 azurite gems that were 10 gold each, 1 black opal that was worth 1,000 gold, 1 blue sapphire that was also worth 1,000 gold. She had scale mail, a quarterstaff, a shield, a pauldron with a wolf on it, and a helmet. But we haven't really inspected any of the stuff that she had to see if it was worth
Yes.
something.
Yeah, no, we should look at all this before we go back in. All that stuff is not to our scale, right? I mean, we can't wear any of it, and I don't want to carry any of it. And
I mean,
so the treasure,
We don't know.
notwithstanding. Well, yeah, okay. Well, I guess David, you can, or Dungeon Master.
She's bigger than most of you, but that doesn't mean it can't be reused.
Oh, I thought she was way bigger than us. I thought she was
She's
like,
much bigger.
8-footer.
She's.
Well,
I mean,
she was
Big
like
lady.
just under 7 feet. She was like 6'9", something like that. But it doesn't mean, you can't have an ill-fitting breastplate or scale mail or whatever she was using.
we can probably use some of the stuff to barter with the.
All right. Well, as long as you guys can hide it, because obviously it's going to look a little bit weird when we tell the caravan that she like walked off into the snow and then
She did
left
give
all
us her
stuff to
wagon,
us.
so we could just leave it in there.
She did give us her
That's what I mean,
wagon.
just- Well, just if we leave
Okay.
it there in general.
Well, she wasn't even wearing some of the stuff anyway, right? I mean, some of it actually was in the wagon, right? Like the
Yeah.
armor or something. So that's fair. I mean, at least there's no bloody
And
gouges.
same
in it.
thing, we can talk to the caravan master about getting
Alright.
ownership of it, and then we can sell the stuff on the inside to pay for the wagon.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair
Especially
enough.
since we solved their problem of her.
hmm
We haven't solved the overall problem, but okay, sure. I mean, yeah, I mean that all looks good. Also, wasn't there like a holy symbol or something like that? We're not
Yeah,
taking that,
the
or
the
I'm not
necklace.
taking it. I can't control what you guys do, but just thinking back to the last time we touched a religious item, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably a bad idea.
I'll leave it. I won't touch it.
Reasonable.
I should
You
roll
should-
an intelligence check
You sure, son? You sure?
or wisdom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if it's
I
made
will,
out
I
of like
will.
platinum, you might.
Do it, son.
I mean,
do it.
I'll do a check on it as well. I'm curious. I'm not
Are you
curious.
talking about the holy symbol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a holy symbol of Oral. I mean,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
cool.
The holy symbol she had? You're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want to look. Tell me about her like pauldron and scale mail and helmet. Are they anything fun?
What was she wearing?
She was wearing a pauldron that had like a wolf face on it, and
Well, yeah, the one shoulder was the head of a wolf,
Mhm.
and her head, her helmet was like a bear skin.
Yep.
Let me find the dead character. Oh, look at it. Dead. Yep.
Say this like it's a bad thing.
Equipment. Inventory. She had a mace, a quarterstaff, a shield. She was wearing scale mail, which you can find in D&D Beyond.
I could use scale mail, so I wouldn't
Uh,
mind.
Yeah, get it. You want that scale mail? Get in on that business.
Yeah. 'Cause what am I wearing right now?
Probably not scale mail.
It's not an action. It's equipment. I have it somewhere. I just can't find it. Yeah. So I'll take that then. That'd be great.
Cool.
I'll have to get it.
Yeah,
I
you
guess
wanna-
custom fitted a bit, but I'll leave it in the van for now. The caravan.
Sure. Do you want to put it on your character sheet, or would you like?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
do it.
Yeah, I put it under other possessions if that's helpful to you, under equipment. Is there anything like I'm happy to roll for it? Anything about the helmet or the pauldron or the mace?
It's not magical. It's just some flair.
Just some flair.
You can consider it like winter clothing,
Okay.
which you guys already have winter clothing.
Yep.
But it's stylish winter clothing, so
Yeah, stylish. Keep in mind, it is bloody. It's quite bloody.
She wasn't wearing a lot of it, you said.
She was definitely wearing her furs.
She was wearing fair. Okay, fair.
Yeah, her scale mail armor is actually untouched because
She was not wearing it.
yes.
Okay. Well, so scale mail is going to go to Sen, and the rest of it, I mean, like I said, I'm happy to put this in the like fake communal bag of holding. Just hold on to it.
yeah. However,
don't
we
really
can
need-
like
Yeah.
put it away somewhere. That's the main thing.
We don't need to quarterstaff. I am happy to leave that behind. Yeah.
We can leave it on her, like right beside her body as a warning.
Yeah. Does anyone need a mace? Sorry, I'm just like, this is very callous, I recognize, but
Well, if
Anyone
we've got
have
room for it, I mean, we could all sell it later. I
Yeah,
suppose,
why don't
or
we just
can
leave it
it.
all
Yeah.
in on the wagon that we now have, our new shiny wagon.
sure. Priestess loot on the wagon.
Except for the the jewels and stuff. We keep that on us.
Yes.
I don't trust nobody.
Anything fun about the shield?
Nobody. The shield? No, it's a regular shield. Provides +2 AC when wielding it, like a regular shield.
Okay, cool. Let's go inside and check in with the caravan master. Someone want to do some sort of wink, wink, nudge, nudge to let him know that the thing has happened?
Oh,
Sure.
nice priest who.
Imagine the path looks something like that. If I remove all that,
Okay.
which is
That's-
The
with
red
less like zombies and stuff or whatever's on there.
Yes, no zombies, right?
Oh,
Yeah, but you see how it's just like a wide path
Yeah.
leading through the mountains.
Okay.
Yeah.
all right. So we step back into the caverns, then I suppose. And where is everybody? Are they all like back further in, or like what's the setup
If
inside?
you recall, there was those little
Yeah,
alcoves within, so they've kind of grouped within there with like small fires to keep themselves warm.
Mhm.
Instead of like one big one that would attract a lot more attention, possibly more attention. Plus they're sort of, since they're smaller, they can have the heat reflect off the walls better.
Right.
Yes, little more efficient.
Okay. Where is the caravan master, and who else is with him?
He is just inside the cave, looking out, kind of waiting for you guys to come back.
Okay.
After that conversation you had, that was a bit cryptic, to say
Yes.
the least.
Yes. All right. Well, I guess we're all going over there together, right?
Sure.
All right. So I guess we approach him, and I go, caravan master.
You're back.
Yes. So
I
we had
see
our
it's still snowing though.
yes discussion with her. She didn't agree with our proposal, and she has left us. She actually just ended up somewhere else down the mountain, and we don't know where she is now. And she refused to take the storm away, and so unfortunately, the situation hasn't entirely improved. But I hope that she won't be bothering us anymore. In fact, I think we can count on that.
Can you make a deception check?
Yes. What is that? Just a straight.
Well, it's going to be your charisma.
Yeah.
And then if you're trained in it, you can add your proficiency bonus.
I don't. 17.
17 is pretty good.
Yeah, I was lucky. But I had a +2, so I do have the charisma at least.
She really just left, just like that. Incredible. Well, I suppose she wasn't worth the money after all.
But we are.
So it would seem. Well, what do you propose we do now?
Not sure, actually. Is there anybody else that would have any insight into the workings of oral or weather magic?
That's what we paid her for.
Exactly.
We didn't find any books or anything on her caravan.
Yeah, actually, can we search her caravan? Do we have permission to look into that?
Sure, she didn't take all of her stuff with her.
No, she just wandered off after we disagreed on the matter. Well, I guess since it's night anyway, maybe we will just guard for the rest of the night and hope the storm changes. But I guess in the meantime, I don't know. I guess we'll have to be comfortable. We'll look around and get comfortable for a little bit, and then see how things are in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
Well, thank you, Caravan Master.
Can anyone heal me?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say now that that's taken care of, I guess that's all the everyday stuff.
We should probably take turns guarding, though, right?
Caravan
Yeah.
Master starts going from alcove to alcove, letting everybody know they're definitely going to be here at least until morning.
Yep.
So everybody hunker down, get warm, try to get some rest.
Yeah, we can split.
Oh, sorry.
we
Go
could
ahead.
do, oh, sorry. I was going to say, why don't we split up and do kind of like we can do two people, like garden crew.
Yeah. Well, Richard, I think you're muted.
So I was saying I have my half rest as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Why I was
yeah.
muted.
I'll
Who are
do
the
a
ones that
cure
can
light wounds
for who? Me?
on Marcus. Yeah.
Sweet. How much does that heal?
Sorry, it's just cure wounds now. I am rolling it now. That's my last spell. 5 plus 4, so you get back 9.
Yeah. Thank you. Who can see in the dark? Sen and Derleth, right?
No, I can't see in the dark.
Bambi?
I can.
Oh yeah, I do. I have dark vision, 60
Yeah.
feet. I can see.
So Derleth, I guess.
Bambi can.
One of
I'm
us has
pilot.
to go with Sen, and one of us
I
has
fly.
to be with Bambi.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That makes sense actually. Yeah. I can also cast light, so we don't have to be burning so many torches. So I'll just drop light on something, and that will be our de facto torch. In fact, let's be ironic. I'll cast light on a torch, an unlit torch, and we can just use it.
Ooh.
Well, some people, I mean, there is a bit of light here, as people do have,
Yeah,
small
Light, yeah.
fires going.
sure.
Should
It's
we?
not- It's dim light.
Okay.
Should we
That's
check
okay, it
the
doesn't need to be bright.
surroundings just to make sure there aren't any slime that are returning?
Yeah, can we do some sort of we can do some sort of cave investigation to make sure we've killed all the things in the cave.
Yeah, go ahead and make perception checks, or someone can make it with advantage.
Which
Who's
someone?
good? Who's good with perception?
Mine is +6.
Mine is +3, so yup. Cleric,
Mine is +1.
lend me your eyes.
I thought Sen's was really high too, though.
Mine's just +3. I have
Oh.
advantage, but +3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I have the skill and the wisdom. So okay, sure. All right, so I get to roll it twice, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's a 9. And then... Okay, so I'll take the 11 plus 6, so 17.
17. You
What?
don't find evidence of anything except for the things you killed here, 2 days ago now?
Yeah, 2 days.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd certainly hope they don't multiply that quickly, but yeah, you never know. It's worth checking.
Well, the slimes you fought in the Temple of Dumathoin, or the Shrine of Dumathoin, here you fought the diseased orcs
Right,
and
right.
their rat pets.
Okay,
Yeah. But just in case another of those rats show up, we don't want that happening in the camp.
There were no additional rats, correct?
No, you have not discovered any more rats.
Cool.
No new droppings.
No.
So
No,
do we get
scent
to take a
markings are
short
all
rest
gone.
then?
You can try and take a short rest.
Okay.
How does it work with the watches then? Like nothing happens, or
Well, you pick who's on watch. I mean, you
Okay.
can. Taking a short rest, you're not sleeping, right? You're cleaning your
It's like
gear. You're
Yeah. Tending
relaxing
to
your
wounds.
Yeah,
So you
tending
can roll
wounds,
hit
stuff like
dice.
that. So if you want to roll hit dice, you can roll hit dice. You regenerate any abilities you regenerate on a short rest.
All right. I will go for a short rest too.
Cool.
I will as well, and I'll use how many
I
you get hit dice per level? Is that how that works?
You have 2 hit dice.
Yeah.
And you can spend
just
them
use
one at a
one.
time.
Yeah, I'll just use one.
I will do a short rest, if only to get my spell slots back.
So what do we do on?
Don't-
Okay, never mind.
Do you get spell slots back on a short rest? As an
No,
archer?
I can't. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. Which
Arcane recovery is something
it's sorcerers. Or not sorcerers, warlocks can a specific
Yes.
warlock trait can, not
Warlocks, fighters, and monks get stuff back on short rests.
Yes. Not me. Not I.
I'm afraid not.
Is it possible for all of us to get a short rest? I wasn't sure how
Yep.
it works with the guarding and stuff.
I
Yeah,
would
it's
like to get
it's
a
a 1 hour. It's a 1 hour long
Yeah.
rest. So I mean, if it's like 12 o'clock at night and we're waiting till the morning, we can
Yeah.
take it.
I would love to do a long rest at some point, if only to get my spell slots back. But I also recognize we did a between like I don't know, like 3 and 10 did a long rest.
You guys basically slept through not slept, but you rested through the day.
Yeah.
No.
And that was really only like 12 hours after you had rested.
So I rolled. So for the short rest, sorry, I roll my D10 plus,
And then
3.
add your constitution
Mhm.
modifier. And you recover that many hit points.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Cool. I'm full up then.
And you regain, on your long rest, you will gain back half of your spent hit dice.
Okay.
Where is the chart I want?
Yeah, the Beyond site keeps track of it really nicely, so
Yeah, it's
pretty
helpful
sweet.
that way.
Yeah.
D&D Beyond, it's never been
new
easier.
healing system is, yeah, then this new healing system is a little bit complicated for me. But yeah, I'm starting to understand it.
Figuring it's fine. We're all figuring it out together. Anyways, sorry. So we're doing a short rest, and then we're gonna guard. We're guarding.
Yeah, night watches. Yeah.
Okay. Doing the night watch.
So
Yeah.
if it's saying I can recover on the site, then that means I can reset maximum HP changes during this rest.
Yeah.
I don't see the chart I want.
So I get my actions. Okay,
For a new book.
cool.
Is what I want in Xanathar's? It probably is. Everything you want is in Xanathar's Guide to Everything. That's why it's Xanathar's Guide to Everything. Page 92.
I wonder if that music is playing on my stream.
This is. I gotta say, we're really hitting it out of the park right off the top.
Quarantine has done wonders to us.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
We're
This
gonna-
is Dungeons and Dragons. I'm
I
looking
don't
for
know.
a book.
We've been more exciting. We have been more exciting in our land of Dungeons and
I think
Dragons.
we're going to lose my one referral for tonight, but
No!
it's okay.
This. It's like a roller coaster. We're gonna slowly creep up, and then it's all downhill.
I think my friend is watching, which is even better because I love because he and I have played D&D quite a bit together. But in any case, so we've done a short rest, and DM Dave, want to give us some kind of? Do you want us to do anything for Night Watch as we watch over these people?
Well, what's your order of watch? Like, because there's 8 hours, so I guess each of you,
All right.
are you each going to take 2 hours,
about-
or 2 of you going to do 4 hours, or are you all going to watch for 8 hours?
We're gonna do
Okay.
groups of 2.
Do groups of 2, unless someone disagrees. How about me and Bandy go first, and then
Yeah.
Marcus and Sen.
Sounds good.
All right.
It works for me.
And to make the stream more exciting, we regale with the tales of how we killed ochre jellies and infected rats, and then
You shouldn't be trying to play for the stream. You should be trying to play for yourself. So
I was gonna say, are you
we
also
regale
explaining how
ourselves
the
with those
guards-
tales and excite ourselves.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna
Yeah,
tell
it's
the
so
tale
great.
how the
Remember that time
guards
that we
died?
killed all the things, and then we left, and then we came back, and all the things were still dead. It was great.
That was fantastic.
isn't that weird when you murder every living thing in an area, and then when you come back, they're still all dead?
Listen,
It
they
is.
were jerks. It's fine.
Did you want me to re-instance the campaign so every time you show up in an area, the
Nope.
monsters are
Nope,
there every
we're good,
10
actually.
minutes they
Thank you
come
so
back like it's
much.
like it's
Thanks.
WoW?
That's so great of you.
Wait a minute,
So
we
thank
just
you.
killed these troglodytes. Well,
Oh,
I guess we're
that's-
gonna collect 10 more troglodyte ears for that daily quest.
Glitch in the Matrix.
Oh, I wish I had the background still up. Damn.
I will regale. So Darylith, Bell, and we will take the first watch, and we'll wander around, and I will not even remotely quietly tell him stories of like the laboratory I grew up in, and
Oh,
between
that is interesting.
yeah, I worked with a lot of scholars and like my father, who's not my father, and then like I go into a very long like story that I don't really know the story to of like this man who sort of adopted me, and it's all very dramatic and like very much attention grabbing to the point where like because I don't know how to talk to people.
Well, I'm actually interested. I didn't know any of that, so that's good to know.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she was, and I grew up in Hull Rua, but as someone who is not really accepted in Hull Rua, I don't know if you know much about that place. It's not a great
No.
place. Yeah, cool. It's a great place. I liked it a lot. I was not super welcome there, but in the lab is where I found my guys, my scholars. I worked with these scholars and my father's students, and we just did stuff. We had a lot of books. We had a lot of time. We learned. For instance, I learned that if you use Ray of Frost on someone continuously for 8 hours, it can, shatter their hand. You shouldn't do that. So we did stuff. It's very important. Don't do that. We did other things. We learned. We did stuff. It was cool. Yeah.
So how does the rest of the 4 hours go?
Well, when Bambi talks, she's got that high-pitched gnome voice, so it cuts through the cavern, and a couple of people's ears perk up and they listen. Weird. But you guys have pretty good hearing, and there's when things quiet down, you just hear the crackling of a fire, the blowing wind outside. Snow sort of builds up in the entryway to the cavern. And every once in a while you hear whispers from some of the people. You know how when people they whisper like this, but it actually makes it more noticeable when everyone's trying to sleep.
Yes.
And you hear like, oh, the witch is dead. Oh, I don't know if that's good or bad. Some people are like, good riddance, and others are like, oh, how are we supposed to get through the trail now? There's no way. There's a lot of different dissenting opinions, and not a lot of sleep. Everybody seems quite nervous. Way more nervous now than they were when they were stuck within Hundlestone.
Are they more nervous now because Bambi was babbling?
Roll an insight check.
Okay. 8.
You have no idea. You're not sure. You're not sure what's got them all riled up. You're not sure. Yeah. Is that something regular humans are worried about? It doesn't bother you at all.
I'm good.
Must be a mystery.
Well, I presume our first watch ends peacefully, without incident.
Well, I rolled, and no, nothing appears in the night.
All right.
So 8 hours pass. The morning comes. Of course, the sun isn't actually up yet. And let me see what happens to the weather. I probably
It's a
should've-
beautiful morning.
No guarantees. No guarantees. Wilderness 106.
Good morning. Good morning.
Eric, you're gonna get us taken down. We're gonna get a copyright strike.
No, if we wanted to do some sort of copyright claim, we should have, I don't know, sung something else.
Okay, so it seems that the storm passes, the wind dies down,
How far did we bury
Temperature-
her body?
The temperature returns to a more normal for this time of year, which is cold. Like, we're talking probably like -5 Celsius.
Yeah.
But the
Shorts
skies, though the skies don't, clear out, they're gray, but there's no more precipitation. The snow is abated. The wind has died down.
Looks like we made the right choice.
Yeah, let's see how far we get.
That's one way to look at it.
Yes, I think we did make the right choice.
All right. Well, that's good. That's
we-
great.
Should we go
Yeah,
see
let's
the
get this caravan going.
caravan guy and say we should go?
Onward bound.
I have an option for footsteps in snow.
Are we gonna hear footsteps in snow right now?
Those are your footsteps.
Oh, okay. I thought we were taking our nice new wagon, caravan
mean,
style.
But no, there's someone. There's
We still have to
already a
talk to the
caravan
guy about
driver. There's someone who already drives that caravan. I don't think she was driving the caravan.
But we could be riding where Priesty lady was.
You want this like wagon so badly. I don't even understand.
I've
Well,
never
it's
had a
not
wagon
ours.
before.
The
I've
caravan
never had
master's
one.
gonna
It
keep
belongs to the caravan. It didn't belong to her anyway, so it doesn't become ours, right?
I just feel like after
Unless we buy it. We just need to buy it. That's all.
The master of wheels comes up to you. I noticed you made your mark on one of the
Oh.
wagons. That's not okay. That's
But whatever. No. No.
All right. Well, is the caravan master
Marcus Red is carving his initials into this wagon, crossing out. There's a brand on the wagon.
my very
Just,
first
crossed
wagon.
it out in an X.
Yeah.
Marcus
No.
Red Moving Company.
Yeah, no, like it's
It's
not our
not even-
caravan. We
It's
can
not
like,
even a good name.
I mean, maybe it is. MRC. That's Marcus Ren Caravans.
Hmm?
Hmm.
How is the caravan master doing?
He is surprised, to say
Yes.
the least. But he goes, "Great, let's get the fuck out of here."
I couldn't agree
He
more.
starts whipping.
Yep.
Says, "Everybody, get to work, you lazy shits." Who knows how long the storm will abate?
Yeah. No, I agree. All right. Well, I guess we'll get out of their way because that's not our job, right? So
No, operational security. That's you guys.
From a wagon.
Yeah, cool. So everyone, yeah, we'll just like watch everyone as they pack up the wagons to go.
It's like
Good to go.
grumbling, like what do they have to know?
We did our job.
All right, so it sounds like the wagon is gonna take off. I got horse noises now. So the front, about an hour goes by. Everything's packed up, ready to go. The snow has been dusted off everything, and the wheels are checked, double checked, triple checked. Horses are brought out. What's the word I'm looking for? Attached to the wagons, and the lead wagon goes, yeah, and then off you go, off to Icewind Dale.
yes.
Can someone roll me a D12?
Sure. That's a 9.
He's never let me have any fun.
I did the dice. You can fight the dice if you want.
That's the first hour. Someone else roll me a D12.
Someone else?
Yeah, someone else.
6. Uh-oh.
Someone else.
I guess we're gonna all have to go at some point. Send.
I have 5.
And the final one.
All right. Just want to make sure this is the right dice. Yep. D12. A 9.
Ooh.
Well, despite my best hopes. You guys didn't even roll a 10.
Yeah.
Well, this book is useless. It's gonna be a short stream, folks. All right, I'm gonna pull up the other map.
Keep rolling those d12s.
Concerned what was in that book
make it
now.
happen.
Yeah. All of a sudden, footsteps will show up, and Sen's just gonna be like, "Whoop, where did they go?"
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, "I'll follow you."
Where's the map I want? I've been looking at alternatives to doing this, and it's basically what I do already, except you have to either pay or... Oh, it's probably in... No, not that folder. Not that folder.
Ooh, invisible drink.
There it is. Did you say invisible drink?
Yeah.
All right, here we have the map of Icewind Dale and the caravan trail coming into...
Cool.
Yeah,
Ooh.
lovely little map. I don't know where it came from.
Are there people in tiny snow houses?
Nope.
Just
Well-
at those letters.
God damn.
Wish I could turn this sideways or something.
I think that's fine.
Well, it's blocking the thing. Oh, I can. Oh, look at that! I can put it at the bottom where it says "Activate Windows." Go to Windows Settings. Activate Windows.
So are we going to F or A?
We're going to H, which is East Haven, on the shores of Lac de Nashir.
That you found it.
Yes. So, can you see my map? You can't see my
Yeah,
mouse.
yeah, we can see your
I
mouse.
can see it.
Oh, really?
You have a little zoom icon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, now it's gone, but
Well, because I moved it to my other screen.
oh, there it is.
So you're coming down.
Magic.
I said draw. The way along here. The snow is built up mightily, but you guys make it to the city of the capital. This is the capital, Bryn Shandar. So this is the largest city in Icewind Dale. This is not your destination. Your destination is down there, East Haven. And it's a walled town. And as you get to the gates, the caravan stops. And, there's some shouting. Hey! Hello! And probably 15, 20 minutes later, the guard comes. What in the 9 hells? What's a caravan doing coming this late in the year? Well, we've got the goods. Late caravan, extra coin. All right. So some guards come out to inspect everything. And you guys got nothing to hide, right?
No?
Nothing nothing you don't want them to see. No corpses.
No, we buried
No
her
corpses for sure.
in the snow.
So they go through a cursory glance. They see, you guys have brought food and good sundries from the south. And they say, all right, you're welcome then. And they welcome you into the town. So you guys have an hour within the town if you'd like to do something before the caravan master plans to move on.
The stuff that we have from her,
Mm-hmm.
the shield and the pauldron specifically, I'm wondering. Well, also, do you want to see? Oh, it'll take way longer. The scale mill will take way longer to deal with. Do you want to see if we can try and offload some of the stuff that belonged to her and see if we can get anything for it?
Right there.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing if there's what kind of shops are there.
Maybe
Around.
upgrade our gear or something.
Well, it's the biggest town in 10 towns and is known for being a trading center in Icewind Dale. It's the gateway to its fellow towns of the Dales, as well as the lifeline to the rest of civilization to the south. The city is placed upon a hill with snowy plains stretching in all directions. There are 3 gates. If you're looking for places to trade, there's the Black Iron Blades, a small shop and smithy north of the town square. This is a guard will explain all this to you. There's Rendaryl's Emporium, the largest trade house in the city, famous for its fine merchandise that includes dwarven weapons from Kelvin's Cairn and more. Of course, there's temples. There's a house of the Triad, the temple dedicated to Tyr, Torm, and Ilmater. And there's a shrine of Amaunator, which is the sort of god of law and order and the sun.
I will not be going there.
Nope.
Cool. So, Black Iron Blades, you said?
Yeah, it's sort of in the middle of this. There's a market square, but people aren't. It's not market season. At worst, people are probably out gathering the last of their harvest, and at best, people are probably starting to hold up for the winter. Self-isolation is a pretty common tactic in the frozen north. I thought I turned off the horse noise.
Well, I will go to the blades with these things. Would anyone like to join me? Cleric, want to come?
We can't hear you.
No.
No, he was saying his mic might not be working.
Mm-hmm. I was.
Well, he figures that out. Wouldn't mind stopping by the armory on the way to it.
Okay.
That's the armory is like the town's armory, not the
Testing.
Yeah,
One,
we
two,
can-
three.
There we go.
There you are. Excellent.
Then
Cleric, tell me your things. What will you do?
Yes. Well, I was actually going to go to the Triad Temple, but if you want company, I'll follow you to do this sale.
If
Sure.
you want,
I
if
mean,
you
if you
if
wanna-
you want to go, I'll go with her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. No, I was just interested to sort of see what was going to happen more than anything, so I'll follow.
I mean, I'll go. To
I
the
don't
store.
have to go to the temples. I just thought I'd check it out. But yeah, no, I'll come along.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's do it.
Hey, gnome guy, or who was talking to us? A goblin?
a guard.
A guard.
Guard is human. Bog standard human. Standard nerds.
Loki, are there any like fights here, like underground, like bear fights or something like that?
Do you want to fight a bear?
No, I just want to watch one.
Do you want to watch a bear fight?
Someone, yes,
You want to watch someone fight a bear barehanded?
Yes.
No,
Oh.
that's not. This is. No, this is.
I'm gonna go. I'll go. Go, Bambi, go.
I'm sorry, you're saying that you live in the middle of nowhere and you don't fight bears? What is this?
It's not exactly the middle of nowhere.
Well, then you should, try traveling through a blizzard.
Plenty of
we
us have.
You have to travel through to get here. Blizzards don't happen in the middle of a city, I can tell you that for sure.
You're new to the Dales, so I'll let that slide. You don't tell us how it is, we'll tell you how it is. How's that sound?
Sounds reasonable, but I don't like it. Cool. Anything? We're gonna go to the blacksmith. We have, some stuff to trade with the blacksmith. Anyone that we should avoid in town? If there's no bear fights, that's fine. Anyone that we should not be seeing in town? Buddy? Strange guard?
You'll find the town is mostly empty this time of year.
Mostly empty is a creepy town, buddy. You realize that, right? I
Well,
grew up
a lot
someplace
of-
where...
A lot of people travel south, and a lot of people stock up for the winter and head home, and don't come out unless they have to.
Once you've, seen this, okay, cool. Weird. It's weird. No one's gonna tell me that's not weird.
I can't wait till we get to the salesman. This is gonna be good.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Let's see
I
what
was
kind of
hoping somebody
discount
else
we
would
get.
help me with this. No. My like
Oh
it
no, I'm
fucking
here to
weird.
watch. I'm here to watch this.
No.
I'll help. But help what? Who knows?
Okay. Well, we're gonna go into your weird empty town then. Thanks so much, bud.
Just try and keep the carts between the buildings.
Oh, not smash the cart into the building? Thanks, tips. So,
I just start like walking behind her and pushing her forward.
It's a pretty standard greeting around here, actually.
Tips?
Sort of like keep your stick on the ice.
sorry.
What a
Okay.
strange saying.
Okay.
Wonder
just
what
a
that could possibly mean. All right.
Yeah.
So let's go.
We don't need the caravan master. Like the caravan master doesn't need us for anything, right?
No, he's just meet us at the. He just tells you to meet him at the eastern gate or the southeastern. Yeah, it's the eastern gate. In
Okay.
Sounds good.
in a couple.
Cool.
In no later than an hour.
No later than an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's book it.
All right.
Do our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. We're going to the Blades.
I'm looking. I'm
Okay.
looking for.
There's like no pressure.
I'm doing like the old man thing. I like tilt my head back and look, even though I don't have bifocals or anything.
Well, the tilting the head back is usually a sign that maybe you might need them, old man.
I mean, my eyes are pretty bad all around. It's gonna.
Might as well split them up.
I might as well cut them in half.
See what happens.
Alchemist lab. No. How do I?
The worst that could happen.
How do I go to the thing?
Mm.
Do
Oh, here we go. That's what we want. Blacksmith shop. All right. So you come into the Black Iron Blades, a small smithy. There's just a simple wooden sign with, an anvil and a hammer striking it in black on a just hanging there, gently blowing in the breeze. The door creaks open, and it's a pretty small shop, right? There's really only two forges and 2 anvils, and there's a human, fairly tall, light skin, dark hair, light eyes. Travelers. Can I help? What can old Garm help you with?
Or
Garm?
Garm?
Garn.
Garn.
Garn. Is it an
Garm.
N or an M?
Garn.
Garn. With a roll?
Just Garn.
Garn. Okay, cool. So we had a friend fall in battle. She's a very sad, very tall lady.
Oh, she didn't get back up then.
No,
No.
she stayed down. She was tall. She was a Goliath. That's how tall she was. She was a big lady, strong. Anyways, we have been carrying her gear for some way, and we cannot use most of it, and we were wondering if you would offer us the fair price for such good gear.
Well, if it's got iron, I can melt it down and use it. Probably, yes.
Well, I mean, yeah, you could melt it, but I think it's pretty good as it is. You might want to add some fun flourishes on it, and we start presenting the things: the shield, the mace, the pauldron, the helmets, those things.
Well, shield's made mostly of wood, right? It's got a boss of metal, and then it's got a rim of metal.
Well, does
The shield
he
itself
want-
is mostly wood. Yeah, I could scrap that.
cool.
It's not
how much?
It's not particularly great workmanship, and you see on his walls, you see some of the worst swords you've ever seen.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
right
Some of them
place.
are rusty, some of them are chipped, and they're hanging on the wall as if in a place of pride.
Should we
And
go
you
to
see
the other
weapon
place?
he's working on, and it's clearly warped.
Just well, you look like the man who knows what's good. And I just like, yep. So what would you give us for the shield then, buddy?
Ow.
Buddy, old pal.
Well, I could probably burn the wood and, well, of course I'm gonna have to break it myself since you. I don't know.
We are selling it as is. You're correct. We are not going to do any of the hard labor that is required of your job to make it something better.
Let's say 5 copper.
Is that the entry fee?
That's the money came for this part.
No, but that's a good idea. I should start charging folks.
No,
to
no, I
come
assuming
to
that
see
you'd
my
be
fine wares.
giving us the money to come in and grace you with our presence.
No, I don't think I'll be doing that.
Well, that's a mistake on you now, isn't it? 5 copper is an insult, and wait, is it actually an insult?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
it's far.
definitely,
yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, yeah, cool. I'm not just like, I'm not just talking about
He's
that.
offering you 5 cents for something that costs like, $5.
Yeah, I'm like, I will take no less than 10 silver. 10 silver is 10 bucks, right?
10 silver. 12 copper.
Oh, goodness.
I just walked out.
Yeah. Correct move.
We could always go to Rendrill's Emporium.
Well, I mean, if you are not going to look at the fine wares that we have purchased with any kind of, seriousness, we will leave and we will go. We have heard there are other places in this town which we can barter with. So,
Madam, this is not a pawn shop. I make fine weaponry for a reasonable price.
well, I haven't seen the fine weaponry or reasonable prices yet, so
I will not
give it a
be
go.
insulted in my own home.
It's just how she talks. She's
If
not
you
actually.
haven't come to bargain fairly, I'll ask that you leave.
I'm sorry. What? I point to one of the weapons on the wall.
Oh, this is going to be good.
The rustiest. How much are you charging for that?
Oh, that's 6 gold.
Excellent.
It's a
And
fine
what about
broad blade.
and
Nice
what
wide
about
cutting tip.
what about this shield does not make it worth not even a fraction of that?
Well, I
10
didn't make it. How can I be sure of its construction quality?
You are holding it right now, sir. So either you will know or you will not.
How did that get into my hands?
I presented it to you. You've been looking at it.
Well, I see some indentation in the iron. That's gonna
Yeah.
drive the price down.
I mean, the iron continues to work, even though our friend was felled not holding it. It probably would have worked better if she had passed with it in her arms.
It's quite light, considering its construction. I'm fairly certain this couldn't stop an arrow.
Are you sure you're not just very strong, sir? Or would you like us to test it?
Yes, please, by all means, stand across the shop and I'll hurl some daggers at you.
Daggers are not arrows, sir. Don't worry. I actually came equipped and I pull out my crossbow. I'm
he
like, why don't you
grabs-
stand up at there?
He grabs what looks like, as best you can describe it, a throwing hammer. A hammer, like a blunt object that is designed for throwing. Because they call these dwarven arrows.
So I'm not stupid.
They do, actually, they do call throwing hammers dwarven arrows around.
Oh, really?
That's the
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Or sometimes dwarven throwers, but also dwarven arrows, yes.
So I'm not gonna. This character is some sort of blacksmith. Would she
He's
know
definitely
whether or
a
not she could
blacksmith.
even- So yes, no. I meant
Definitely a blacksmith.
if I was going I can wield a shield, but would this shield actually hold up against a blunt hammer being thrown at
Oh, for
it?
sure. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely.
Then I will make a barter with him, or I will try to. He was like, let me make a barter with you. You can do so, and if the shield stands up, you will give me 15 silver for the pleasure of having thrown a hammer at me. And the shield having worked successfully. What do you think, sir?
I want to throw the hammer first.
Nope. You will say yes or no now.
So he kind of wheels back and a woman walks into the room and takes the hammer out of his hand. She goes, "Go back to work."
Yes!
She goes, "I'm so sorry. Welcome to the Black Iron Blades. Garm, get back to work." Well, I never. I apologize for my brother.
Your brother? Do they look related?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pale skin, dark hair, light colored eyes. She's a smidge shorter than him. She's probably a little heavier than him. He definitely works hard in the forge all day. Her hands are pretty dainty. She does some kind of clerical work. She goes, we sell all manner of goods here. Is there anything I can interest you in, or are you here to bring in scrap?
We were here for trading. We have some gear from a fallen comrade, and your brother Garm.
It's Garn. Yes.
I'm sorry, Garnd.
Garn.
Grand.
Oh goodness.
Yes. He was busy insulting us, and not giving us a fair price for the wares that we had purchased. Not that we had purchased, but he was not giving us a fair purchase price.
Well, you understand that I can't give you market value for any items you bring if you want us to resell them.
Oh, we are aware, but we are also aware that 5 copper is not a market, or in any world is not a fair market price.
You also understand that now is not the time for us to be taking an inventory, because we're not selling anything at the moment. Adventurers are not. It's not adventuring season, so really, we're operating on a much smaller scale right now.
So you don't build up stock before adventurers arrive?
Well, Garm is working on stock, but we've already stocked up quite a bit for the winter. He's got plenty of iron to work with, and you see like a slag heap of cheap iron that he's just been chipping chunks away at and then throwing into the furnace.
Well, if you do not wish to do business with us, we are happy to move along.
I mean, we can do business. It's just that we're not going to, no one's going to, in this town, is going to be able to offer you the prices you might be looking for, simply because of the time of year.
We weren't saying, you haven't even asked what the prices that we are looking for. All we have been given is terrible, awful prices, and then an offer to be assaulted with one of your weapons, which, frankly, I should be calling the guard about, just at all. I am a newcomer to this town, and even I know that throwing weapons at people that you do not know is frowned upon.
How do we end up in these situations?
Amazing.
I had to come. I mean, I could see, the House of the Triad, which is the biggest temple in all of Icewind Dale, or I could come see this situation. I'm glad I made the right choice.
I am a valued customer. I spend lots of money at your establishment, and I should be treated much better.
I will Karen here until the cows come.
Oh, did Baby's haircut change?
Yes, it did. It's so much shorter on one side now.
Just.
Oh my goodness.
Well, if you don't like our copper, then I'm afraid we won't be able to do business.
I don't mind your copper. Are you going to give me 400 copper for this thing?
Oh, no.
She puts her hands. Oh. As if we have that kind of cash on hand. We're not some, I don't know what you would call it, some kind of cash building, a building with cash in it.
Some sort of store?
Or adventurers. We have how much money on?
We have a fair amount.
You guys have a fair amount of money.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, let's not talk about that too much.
No. In any case, cool, and I at her gesture, I'm like, cool, like whatever the gesture is, and then literally turn tail and walk away.
There's always one indignant member of an adventuring party.
It makes things interesting.
I
Definitely.
tried.
Yes. Oh, you succeeded, I would say.
Do we have enough time to still visit the Emporium, or are we getting?
Oh yeah, they're not far from each other.
Yeah.
They're like they're like 5 houses away from each other because there's the market square, which is currently empty,
Yep.
All right.
and the Black Iron Blades is basically across the square, so it's probably like 100 feet away.
I don't think we're gonna get anything from this shop. I think we should
I think we should go. Yeah.
skedaddle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I leave with a bemused grin on my face. I don't say anything though. All right. So I guess we're going to the other store. Is that the plan?
Yeah. Tell
All right.
us about the Emporium. What's it like?
All right. There's a sign that says Rendarl's Emporium, but the D and the R are kind of like faded, so it's like Enneril's Emporium.
I don't think it's going to go better here, but yes, let's go.
What was that? Okay, great. So you come in. It's clearly much nicer on the inside than it is on the outside.
Okay.
It's a much larger building as well, but there's no smith in here.
For the best.
Mhm.
Around.
So there's all manner of goods in here. They've got fishing rods, scrimshaw accessories. That's for carving bones. Yeti fur clothing, mithril tools. There's like a whole section that's like dwarf made. And there's like a above the shelf and stuff on the wall. There's like a symbol that is like the symbol of the dwarves of Kelvin's Care, like kind of emblazoned on the wall. Like when you go to like a Bass Pro or something, you're like, oh, there's the whatever section, right?
Pro of Forgotten Realms. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
You can never forget Bass Pro.
Do they have any
There's like a
different
little
types of armor?
there's like a bronze plaque at the entrance. It's like Rendarl's Emporium was created from an old cabin that predates the town of Bryn Shander. That cabin was actually this structure around which the settlement formed. And it's got like a year and Dale reckoning.
Okay. I guess we'll go up to the counter. There's
Yeah,
a
they
counter
have
counter?
it actually it's a fairly modern seeming shop.
Okay.
And so like the counter is like near the door.
Okay. Who would we be speaking with?
Someone
tell us
comes
about
out
the
of the
person.
back. So as you enter, like some chimes went off, and a fairly well dressed and well mannered and put together half elf comes out of the back. You can clear he's half elf. He's got a bit of a beard, so you can tell he's not a full elf. You know, he's got the long ears and the fine features, and he's fairly tall. He comes up, oh, welcome. How can I help you folks?
Well, we have just been very rudely turned away from the blacksmith. I don't know if you know much about the blacksmith in your town, but they are not great. We were just looking. A friend of ours fell in battle. We were very sad about it, but we were hoping that her goods could go to some future use for, you know, some person, whether as they exist now, or in the future, as some other kind of gear. But we were not getting a fair price from them. So wondering if maybe you, a nice-looking man, would want to assist us with this.
Well, flattery will get you everywhere around here. Well, I am Rendarl. I run the Emporium.
Ooh.
You will
And a
find
great emporium it is.
we are
Oh, it
the
is.
largest and busiest, although obviously now would not be the prime time of the year to claim to be the busiest. But nonetheless, we do much business. And I mean, we've got just about anything you could hope for. Adventure or, caravan, whatever you need, I'm sure we can procure it if we don't already have it.
What's your trade-in policy?
Well, it's pretty standard. We 49% of the value of what we would sell the item for is what we would take it for.
Excellent. I don't know anything about trading. Does that sound like a good deal to people?
That's pretty typical in most D&D
Yeah,
worlds, where you
that
get
sounds
about
pretty
half
good.
of what it would sell at retail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what they offer.
I put the shield, the pauldron, and the helmet and mace on the table.
I'll throw the splint mail up there as well.
You don't mind?
You don't want the armor?
Get it retooled?
I don't know. I don't think that's the armor I was thinking of. I think I was thinking of studded leather, but
Oh.
it's disadvantaged on any stealth, and I might want to be somewhat stealthy.
Yeah, I was gonna say
no.
the scale mail doesn't quite suit the
Yeah,
sneaking.
so-
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I will
So
throw it
sneaky,
back
yeah.
in with everything else.
Fair enough.
Well, scale mail, although this is extra large, it's standard price 25 gold, so I can offer you 12 gold, 5 silver. I'm sorry, 50 gold, so 25 gold.
Okay.
Or 24 gold, actually.
24 gold
yeah,
seems.
slightly. Yeah.
Yep. You know, slightly dented. We understand.
Mace.
Yep.
Standard seeming mace, 2 gold, 4 copper. Or, sorry, 4 silver.
2 gold, 4 silver.
Yes. And the shield, 4 gold, 9 silver.
And the helm.
It doesn't seem particularly useful in a fight, but perhaps as a hat or a cold.
She did spend some time in wearing hats, so perhaps this is really more of a hat. You're right.
I could offer you 2 gold for it.
So we're looking at like
That is a wolf, right? Yeah. No, that was a bear.
it's the hat. Yeah, it was a bear.
Yes. Well, are you offering her all the furs or just the
Just
the bear?
the bear
helm?
part.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
She says, "Well, the furs is a bundle. Let's say 7 gold."
I think it's more. I recognize that you must make a profit, but 7 gold seems slightly low for furs.
Well, though it is a beautiful piece, it's currently covered in, let's just say, someone's blood.
It was her blood. We took it from her body. She requested to be, buried as she was
course.
born.
Of course, right. Well, suffice to say, I will have to have it magically cleaned, and that is not cheap.
What, you don't perform such magical feats yourself? Look at you!
I am not blessed with the art.
Yes, sorry. Yes. Well, yeah, not all of us are. I, myself, not particularly magical. Just, good at tinkering at things.
Wait, what's the cantrip for cleaning stuff?
It's prestidigitation can clean stuff.
Oh, but none of us have that.
Well,
None of
no-
us have prestidigitation.
Oh,
We figured
no.
this out last
It's-
time.
I know it's so
Arcane
useful.
casters only.
Okay,
I know.
all right,
Arcane casters only.
all right.
Mhm.
Actually, can you make Derwelleth Fell? Can you make me a history check?
Yes. Let's see. 11.
Okay. Nothing.
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 All right.
I say 10 gold is really more appropriate.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you 10 gold in trade for
No, that's
items
sufficient.
for store credit.
If you will, of this piece.
Mm-hmm.
If it's going to be in store credit, then I think it should be slightly more.
That's what he's saying. 10 gold in store credit.
Oh, in
rather
store
than
credit.
7 gold in cash.
Okay. I don't need anything, but do any of y'all need anything?
There's some
the
nice
armor.
stuff in here.
Yeah, Sen needs some studded leather. So
Yes.
that actually would be good.
How much is studded leather? Typically.
Give
Do
me
we
one
know?
second. Give me 1 second. I'll get it. Equipment. Studded leather is 45 gold.
Oof. Well, it puts a dent in it.
Keep in mind, you have gems. Gems can be traded in for value.
Yeah. No, we have the money. We can definitely buy the studded leather, but it'd be good to get the 10 gold discount on that.
Yeah, I guess. Do we want to? This actually would. I mean, the opal, sapphire, and azurite. I feel like are. That's communal property, but that's a lot of money. That's just over $2,000. 2,000
Yeah.
gold.
I should be able to cover some of the costs. I'm just curious if they have some that would fit me if I can get it. That's all.
Okay, but anyway, so $10 in store credit. Okay, yeah. I try and I gesture him down, gesture his face down, closer to where I am, so he can I want to whisper to Rendarl.
He pulls a stool from behind the counter and sits on it and leans forward towards you.
You've given us such fair prices so far, so I feel confident in showing you these things. And perhaps you would give us what they are worth, or at least an appropriate amount. And I pull out the gems. I pull out the opal and the sapphire. Excuse me.
He leans back in his chair and he pulls out a small table and then a small eyepiece and then a velvet cloth. And he goes, please allow me to inspect.
Go ahead.
And he looks at them. And you said it was the ruby and the opal?
Opal and sapphire.
So those are worth what, 1,000 each, right?
Yeah.
He goes, oh yeah, very nice, very nice. Oh. And what are you looking to do with these?
Well, we were hoping to keep them, but we are willing to part with them if we are given a fair price.
Well, I don't have that kind of money on hand.
Indeed.
Of course, I could offer
Very few of us
you store credits.
Well,
for said jewelry. This is not a jewelry shop.
No.
But gems are as good as, especially good gems are as good as coin.
Indeed. Yeah. What's everyone's armor situation? I guess.
With that kind of money, you can buy magic weapons.
We can buy magic weapons.
Do they have any?
Yeah, do they have any magic weapons or armor?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You could probably find he's gonna have potions of healing.
Okay.
Let's see. I mean, if they've got mithril tools and weapons. Mithril itself is not magical, but it is damn close.
What kind of swords do they have? Magical
What kind of swords they have? I mean, there's anything in the player's handbook you could buy here and then some.
Oh wow, okay.
So if
It
you
really is an
want,
emporium.
if you wanted a great sword, this is the biggest place. This is the. I don't want to call it a Walmart, but because it's not a chain, right? The Black Iron Blades, unfortunately to say, is turning into a chain. It's the
mom and pop.
Yeah, but Rendarl's Emporium is quite good. It would be the Bass Pro Shop of of Icewind Dale, of Bryn Shandar.
Find the player's handbook.
So if you want a +1 weapon, if you want +1 armor, if you want rings of protection.
Oh man.
Yeah, actually, we might have to do some math on this, outside, before we.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna add, because I didn't realize that he actually had that stuff, and that the gems could be traded for fair value for that. So that's really good.
Gems are as good as money.
Gems are as good as money. Okay.
Yeah. No, and this is, I mean, like in terms of the Dales, like just for our own information, this is probably one of the better stores, right? Like
this is probably
in this area.
the best
store.
The store.
This
Yeah.
is the store in all the Dales.
Is there, sorry, just because I have no idea as a player, what's the journey time between Bryn Shandar and our final destination? Like, would it be easy to come back here?
Unlikely. Without a caravan. Now, the goal of the caravan is to go to East Haven, drop off, pick up, come back through here, and then back down south.
Is there any reason that we can't?
Are we staying with the caravan? Like, what's our contract?
Was to get to. It was to get to East Haven.
Yeah. But
It's
are we
pretty
following the back
far.
here or no?
How many miles is that? It's like, I think it's 2 days from East Haven. Because
To
I think you
Bryn Shandar?
do. How many miles do you do in a day? I think you do 18 miles in a day.
They have a scale at the top.
I do. I'm looking. You can't see my hand in front of the monitor.
10 miles.
It's more than 10.
No, it has to be close to 18 to 20 miles, which would be at least, you're gonna say like two days.
No, from the
Also
east
keep-
gate, that's like maybe 12.
It's the from A to H, which is the east way. Also, keep in mind things are slow going because of the.
Caravanning.
Well, no, the caravan would be faster than going on foot, but
Yeah.
the fact that it's the weather you're experiencing, the time of year, it was a risky proposition to begin with, but because it's so late in the year is a good. The idea is that if you're the last guy, so like the last one might not make a lot of money, but so late in the year could be big. That was his plan. It was like, ooh, it'll be big business because.
Okay, I see. Like, sorry again, like as player characters, not as involving Rendarl. So I am using studded leather. Like, I don't mind. We can do we want to sell 2 of these gems? Do we want to sell one of them? And then kind of split it up, divvy it up between all of us.
Would it be better if we traded for these new?
Well, we
think-
won't be able to trade.
Yeah, I think using the gems for store credit, if he's willing to give us like the same value, I do think it would benefit us because I think our overall armor level is not so great. So if we can prioritize getting Sen and Marcus and all of us up, I'm pretty good for armor.
Okay.
So
What
as
is
long as we
like
get
the
everyone else-
+1 adding cost?
So a +1 weapon typically costs about anywhere between 100 and 500 gold.
yeah, that's where it starts to get tricky.
Okay.
So like a dagger is probably closer to 100, and like a great sword or a longbow or a heavy crossbow, like the better the weapon, like a halberd
The more
Right?
expensive, yeah.
is the more expensive it's going to be.
Yeah.
And the same goes for like armor and stuff like that. Like it'd be kind of ridiculous to go, oh, +1 scale mail costs the same as +1 chain mail.
It's not.
kinda-
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
The game. I should actually grab my other book.
Yeah.
But
'Cause I'm
because
also-
the game says uncommon magic items, which is a +1 weapon or +1 armor, are
Mhm.
101 to 500 gold. And then common magic items, which are like potions, they're like 50 to 100. So a potion typically is 50 gold.
Okay.
Like a healing potion. But then
A
there's
healing
better
potion.
healing potion, right? I'm
Yeah.
actually going to grab another book that it's a Pathfinder book, but it breaks down magic items. It's called Ultimate Equipment. I'll be right back.
Okay.
But I was going to
Yeah.
say, yeah, I mean, if they've got everything, I mean, I'm fine with pooling, funds together so that we can all equip ourselves better, because
You
I
guys
think
have enough
just-
money you could technically buy each of your because those 2 gems is worth 2,000 gold.
Oh,
So we can
wow.
each
All
buy
buy
$500,
+1
yeah.
armor or +1 weapons, or in some cases maybe one of each sort of thing.
And
Yeah.
could we sell? We could sell our armor that we're,
Yeah.
currently.
Yeah, but the stuff we're wearing is worth very little. But yes, it does give us a little bit extra as well.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, we can sell our peanuts, no problem. Yeah. So my part of my infusions. So I already have +1 weapons.
You can
Oh,
choose to
nice.
have +1 weapons, right?
Hmm.
I chose to have +1 weapons. I chose to have a +1 dagger and a +1 crossbow. but my AC, I mean my armor is not anything fancy. It's just studded leather. So I'd be happy to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
now.
definitely, yeah, everybody like, yeah, my AC, because I have the shield and the scale to begin with, is decent, but definitely we should improve the armor.
Yeah, if I can get a +1 studded leather, that'd be great.
Yeah, or even like that mithril chain, that would work too, I think, for your character.
You can get mithril.
True.
You can,
Let me go to medium. But
Yeah,
you only get plus that if you get something like that, you're still only looking at like 13 plus.
Well, mithril
2 dex modifier.
But mithril doesn't impose disadvantage on you, at least.
There's no mithril doesn't have any special properties in 5th edition for some reason.
Oh,
okay, never mind then.
I'm looking at the 5th edition one. Sorry. It says that armored normally imposes disadvantage on dexterity.
So mithril armor?
Yes.
Is that
the mithril version of the armor doesn't.
Oh. What book is that from? Why can't I find that in the book?
If I get studded leather, I get 16 if it's just base. So that
I'm just looking at the D&D Beyond website.
That's what I'm on. Yeah.
Magic items, mithril armor.
Yeah. So because that's a magic item.
Oh, right.
Right. It's really weird because like I when you read a lot of like the DM stuff from like Jeremy Crawford, it'll be like, oh, what does mithril armor do? And he goes, well, there's a section in the DM's guide about magic armor. It's called mithril armor. And it's like,
okay, there we go.
Okay, but is it
that's not
magic?
the
And he goes,
thing.
yes, it's magic. But why isn't mithril just a thing? Because mithril used to do that without being magical.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. If it's not a.
I also don't own the DMG on D&D Beyond. So.
Oops.
Yeah, they're supposed like they didn't do a lot with like special with materials like they used to. This book's really fun. If you want special materials, I'll give you some cool special material stuff.
Okay.
Like adamantine used to ignore how hard things were, and now it's just like, oh, adamantine armor just negates critical hits, but there's no adamantine weapons, it seems.
So we'll say that we will sell both of the gems, and we will have $2,000 in store credit plus our like piddly like
Our normal stuff.
Yeah. So we have 24, 28, 37 gold. 37 gold. We have 30 gold plus an additional 10 gold in store credit.
From just her stuff, right?
From our friend's stuff.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I guess we can calculate what we're giving up in exchanges. Okay, well, I guess before we get deep into the math, is he willing to give us store credit for our own gear that we trade in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that price? Yeah. Okay.
That 49% of your price.
Yeah. So it'll be whatever we're wearing right now, if we trade it in, we get 49% value?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah. Basically, what used to happen in like 3.5 is you'd be like, hey, we killed 30 goblins. All right, get their 30 swords and let's go sell them for $300.
Makes sense to me. And then they respawn, so it's even better.
That seems great, but until you go, well, they're goblin swords. So
they're garbage. They're garbage swords.
Yeah, that's just a kitchen knife. Like,
I mean, I could be great for one person, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am sorry that I have to jet. I should have said this before we had to go.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was already 10:30. That was super fast.
Yeah. I know. Listen, time flies when we're shouting at merchants.
Yes, but it's time well spent.
Keep in mind, if you want to make magic items, Bambi, you have to buy the materials.
That takes time. Yes, I remember.
But you make it at like less than half price because you're an alchemist or you're an whatever it's called, artificer.
Artificer, it's me. Yeah, if you don't mind, we can take it offline to sort stuff out about exact pricing. Yeah, shopping.
Yeah. No, I didn't realize that the Emporium was actually an Emporium, so this is
Me neither.
definitely good. No, this is useful, so
Yeah.
for sure.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Talk to y'all
Yay!
later.
Thanks,
Bye.
thanks, guys. Bye.
What do you guys want to buy?
Well,
Everything.
You don't have to wait.
I
Tell
just
me.
want to make sure that like Sen and Marcus are geared up because they're taking a lot of damage. I've noticed in the last 4 sessions. So whatever we can do to mitigate that, because I mean I've been up front too, and okay, truth be told, I've been killed a couple times, but my armor class isn't the reason, right? So it's the armor that's been really messing with the fighters. So definitely I want to push whatever funds we can to improve their armor first, and then we'll look at whatever else is left. I mean, obviously I'd love to have a +1 something, but I just want to prioritize Sen and Marcus.
We all want a +1 something.
Of course.
Are you still streaming, David?
Yeah.
I stopped mine. I wasn't sure if you're still going.
I mean, like, for the +1 gear, I guess it takes a while to make.
Is it on all
So
made
it
since
takes-
it's an Emporium?
It takes 8 hours to craft.
Yeah, but we'll be gone by then.
But if you get downtime, put the crafting, because there's different crafting options in Xanathars. It's considered downtime.
I feel like we should have convinced the caravan master to let us have a rest here, like a full rest.
Well, he is on his schedule too, right? I mean, so
Yeah, but you're not going anywhere without us.
But then no one will ever hire us again.
So if you wanted to make a magic item, it would take 2 work weeks
Good lord.
normally, right?
Mhm.
And then I think Bambi cuts that in half as an artificer.
does the Emporium have some of this stuff in stock though? I guess is the
Let's assume it has one of every
okay.
basic. Like it's not gonna have a +1 net,
Sure.
right? But if you want like a +1 greatsword or a +1,
+1
I mean,
that
like-
was the one thing I wanted.
I was gonna say I would love to get if I can get a +1 studded leather and a +1 short sword.
well, that's that's a lot of money.
Yes. Yeah.
Does
2
it-
things is getting.
Ideally, I
Tricky.
set it up that you could each have one +1 thing.
Yeah.
But if Bambi wants to give up one of her +1 things,
No. What's the cost for each? Like for each decision on that?
It's a short sword. I just need my player's handbook to look at the chart. Or I guess you can on D&D Beyond. I want to see his handbook. Equipment. Okay, so studded leather is 45 gold. And
Yeah.
so let me.
Awesome.
I can't see your background. What is that? Is it Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's animated
That's
too.
Yeah, it's animated.
I think I'm just gonna do a standard 400 plus the cost of whatever it is.
Okay.
So magical breastplate, half plate, and stuff like that costs way more. Because full plate alone is 1,500 gold. So if you
Right.
make it's not like magical full plate suddenly costs less than regular full plate, right?
Right.
So it's probably like 4. What is it? What did you say? Studded leather. So it's like 445 gold for magical studded leather here.
Right.
And if you want to do weapons, probably the same.
Okay.
In 3.5, you had to pay for the item. You had to pay to make it masterwork, which was another 150 gold. And then if you wanted it to be magical, it was another 1,000.
Right.
So if you wanted to buy a +1 dagger, it was 1 gold plus 150 plus 1,000.
Yeah.
But you could also trade in 30 goblin swords.
No. As the DM, I would just take it as scrap. I'd be like, all right, yeah, I'll give you a quarter value, or I'll give you an eighth value because it's junk. Until the point where you just go, yeah, 1 gold per stupid thing. Because all the time players would go, all right, we got a cart, let's load it up with strip the goblins of literally every piece of metal they have. Meanwhile, half the stuff the goblins have, they stole from the townsfolk.